our Ferrel Scholarship Awards ceremony for the year 2023-2024. First up, before we begin, I'd just like to acknowledge a few persons. We have Ms. Juliana Alfred, Director of the Board of First National Bank and Chairperson of our HR Committee. We also have with us Mr. Gordon Charles, son of the late Ferrel Charles. Thank you. Mr. Nisia Alexander, Head of Regional Sales of First National Bank. Ms. Tia Thomas, Executive Manager of Internal Audit. Mr. Lester Wilson, SME Manager of First National Bank. Members of our HR team who made this possible today, the students and parents, welcome. So this evening is about celebrating and awarding well-deserved students. And today we'll be celebrating 4 main stars. However, we have only 3 who's able to be here today. But we are acknowledging all the other students of our scholarship program. And so they will be coming in, right? And I will call them by name. So for academic year 2019-2020, our scholars who will be going into Form 5 this year are Mr. Malik Johnny. Please clap for them while they come up. Ms. Herschel Edward and Ms. Marie-Therese St. Clair. These students will be entering Form 5, so they've been on the program for the last 5 years. For academic year 2020-21, we have Ms. Kenya Marie Cooper. Kenya will be going into Form 4. Academic year 2021-2022, we have Ms. Alexa Setaj, Ferrel Edward, and Destiny Snack. These 3 will be entering into Form 3 this year. Academic year 2022-2023, we have Ms. Kaya Smith, Chaya de Turville, and Zavi Philigen. They'll be entering Form 2. And so the stars of the evening for the year 2023-2024, we have Ms. Isabella Celius, daughter of Ms. Anonita Celius. So Ms. Get up. We have Ms. sorry about that. Tamia Clark, daughter of Tessina Clark. And last but by no means least, the very little one, Chanel Epiphan. Thank you, everyone. And so the parents or the supporters of those students, I'd like you to join them in the front, please. Thank you for coming. Your mama's not here yet. It's okay. All right, thank you. So our opening remarks will be done by Director Juliana Alfred, Chair of our HR Committee.
Thank you very much, Ms. Renaud. And please allow me to recognize Mr. Gordon Charles, son of the late Ferrel Charles. Allow me to also recognize our managers who are in the room with us, Ms. Alexander, Ms. Thomas, Mr. Wilson, also members of the HR team who are with us. And most importantly, the reason that we are here today, and I want the rest of the audience to join with me in doing a round of applause in recognition of our young people. And I will also ask that you do a round of applause for the parents and supporters of these young people. Today is a very special day in the calendar of First National Bank. I promise I won't be long. In fact, I don't really have notes. I'm just going to talk off my head. But I wanted to make sure that I made myself present, because this is a very important moment, not just for the students, but for First National Bank. Let me begin by first thanking Mr. Gordon Charles and his family for the support to First National Bank, historical support. We are 85 years, and the Charles family is a significant part of the history of First National Bank, and we must recognize that. Without their support, we would not have been able to undertake this activity that you young people are benefiting from today. And so we are very grateful for that partnership. To you, the young people, I know you spend the whole day doing a lot. I got a snapshot of some of the things that you were doing. I couldn't be here in person, but I saw some persons had vision boards. I saw some persons who had the mic. They were sharing their experiences. And I was so excited to see that, because for me, the more we continue to invest in you, we are sure that the future is going to be bright. I'm happy that you participated today. Did you find it useful? Did you find it useful? Okay, I don't, Miss Florita, I think we have a problem. Huh? I don't think they found it useful. So I'm not hearing any. Did you all find today's activity useful? Yes. Ah, that's a little better. That's a little better. I'm happy that you would have found it useful. From what I saw, it was in fact useful. And I just want to leave a few words of advice for you, young people. I looked at some of your bios and some of your history, and a couple of things resonated for me. One, when your teachers or your parents described you, one of the words that came out for most of you in your bios, I looked at previous ones, I looked at current ones, I saw the word teamwork. I saw that when you were described, teamwork was a feature in that description. I also saw the words positive work ethic when you were described by your teachers. I saw the word dedication. Now, for me, that suggests that you have some of the traits that are required to maintain excellence. And I want to remind you, because I'm sure you would have heard it today, based on the sessions that you would have done, that maintaining excellence, whether it be at school, whether it be in social activities, whether it be in sports, whatever it is that you do, maintaining excellence, it's not a skill. It requires effort. It requires the right attitude. It requires aptitude. It requires dedication, some of what I see all of you have based on what I read. It requires teamwork. It requires perseverance. And let us not forget that it will not be easy. I'm using all the nice words because I don't want to scare you, but there will be challenges. There will be challenges. There are times that you're going to feel discouraged. There are times that you might feel overwhelmed with an assignment. There are times that you just want to take a break, and then your mother is telling you, why you don't finish your homework? Why are you outside? Why are you playing TV? Why are you distracted? There would be challenges. But amidst the challenges, I want to urge you to remain focused on those vision boards that you worked on today. I'm not privy to what you had on the vision boards, but I think those vision boards, if you remain focused on those vision boards, it will be an excellent roadmap in terms of you achieving the success that you want. And that success is not going to come overnight. That success requires continuous work. That success may mean that sometimes you will fail. But what is important, what do you learn from that failure? What do I take away from that experience that was disappointing? How can I grow from that? How can I become better? So these are my very short words to you. I want to also say that there's a bit of burden on you because First National Bank is 85 years. Do you understand what 85 years means? It's older than a lot of us in this room. Well, most of us, I think. But we can add 85 years in this room. So 85 years is on your shoulder. 85 years of all of these things that I described to you earlier. Teamwork, perseverance, good work ethic, learning from failures, having the right attitude. That is on your shoulder. And what we expect of you is that you maintain those 85 years of hard work and success. We want to say congratulations to you. You have gotten this far because you have worked hard. We want to celebrate your success, but we also want to encourage you to maintain the very high standards. I saw the scores are ranging from 87.2 to 95%. That's excellent. Excellent. And you can only maintain those standards by doing the same, if not better, than what you did before. So in closing, I want to again congratulate all of you and say to you that we look forward to your continued success. I think we have chosen well, and I know you will make us proud, as are those who are graduating very soon. They make us proud. So I know those of you that are coming on board now will also make us proud. And we look forward to celebrating in your success. I also want to thank, before I leave the podium, the management team for facilitating this process today. I think it was wonderful. It's unfortunate I couldn't have joined earlier. And also your facilitator for having ensured that the children would have benefited from this experience. So thank you one and all.
Thank you, Director Alfred, for your words of inspiration. Thank you. So I'll now call on Mr. Gordon Charles, son of the late Ferrel Charles, and he'll be coming to do a bio, and he'll tell you a little bit about this great person that this scholarship was named after. So help me welcome Mr. Gordon Charles.
Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and scholars who are among us here. I'm following the agenda. I'm going to just read the bio of the late Ferrel Victor Charles. Born in St. Lucia in 1935, attended St. Mary's College and Harrison's College in Barbados before graduating from the University of Western Ontario, Canada, where he obtained his Bachelor's of Arts honors degree in Business Administration. He is a former Joint Managing Director of the J.Q. Charles Group of Companies and was at the helm of governance of those companies since 1959. He has served in many leadership roles in the public arena in St. Lucia. In 1999, he was awarded the CMG by Her Majesty the Queen for services to industry, commerce, sports, and the arts. Mr. Charles served as a director on the board of First National Bank St. Lucia Limited for 31 years from 1980 until his retirement in 2011. During this period, he was appointed president of the bank and chairperson of the board for 17 years from 1989 to 2000 and I think it says 6. In September 2015, the bank honored Mr. Charles for his dedicated service and contribution at the highest level by instituting the first national bank Ferrel Charles Secondary School Scholarship in his name, which is why we are here today, and we continue to come over the years to recognize and support the efforts of our young students. We did speak, the director did speak up and thanked, first of all, my family, which we are very grateful for, and also the students and parents for the effort. But I think there's one party that must go not unsung. And while you did thank the management team for making this effort today, I want to say thank you to First National Bank St. Lucia for the wisdom and the foresight to create this award and to have this happen, because it is the bank that is truly making this opportunity possible. So I think hats off to First National Bank for creating this avenue for excellence in education and continuing it on, and we hope that it will continue to spur the young and future minds of leaders of St. Lucia. I don't want to keep it very short. I just want to talk. I chose to pick two characteristics when I thought back as to who Ferrel Charles was as an individual, to share with you all and suggest to you all that those are characteristics and traits that you all may want to also yourselves look for and develop. And some of them were mentioned already. We talked about dedication and commitment. Dedication and commitment are critical to anything you do in life. You've got to put your head down and you've got to be focused to make things happen. And this is one of the things that Ferrel Charles had as one of his traits. He was very dedicated and committed to what he did, whether it was working at the company, whether it was sports, where he played for, cricket for St. Lucia and the Windward Islands, and even was appointed to the West Indies team at one point in time. So it was dedication and commitment. The second one which is equally important, is honesty and fairness. And it may be a strange one to point out, but I think in life, you have to also go through life trying to uphold yourself and your morality. And always try and consider, when you're making decisions for yourself and making decisions that may impact other people, to try and be honest, truthful in what you do and in the decisions you make. Consider other people. Because sometimes, and very often, your decisions impact other people, and it is important, therefore, to ensure that you always think the best and do the best that you can. So I'm inviting you all, dedication and commitment, very critical, and also to be honest and fair in all the activities that you undertake in life. And I think these things will steer you well towards greatness. The bank has started this, and I think we now on our fifth generation of awardees. And I'm inviting or challenging the bank to keep this, not only to keep this going, as this award going and this scholarship going, but also to put it up, because it would be wonderful to see 20 years from now, 30 years from now, where these individuals have evolved and matriculated to in life. And I'd love to see that in 20 years that some of our leaders in society, whether it be in business or in politics or in education, are people who started out right here in this room. So I'm hoping that the bank continues to do that. So maybe in the boardroom there'll also be a board, a list of the individuals who started with their awards and are now, Prime Minister of St. Lucia or the head of World Bank or something like that. It's wonderful to see that we can achieve everything and anything if we put our minds to it. So with that, I want to congratulate not just today's new awardees, but those who have continued, because I know that part of the process is that you have to continue to achieve and to perform to maintain your award, and it means that those who are here have been able to do so. So I want to congratulate and challenge you all to continue doing so, continuing being successful in what you do. And we look forward to once again seeing, those I think who are graduating this year, we won't see next year, but those who are going to return to continue to do so. I'm also very pleased that the bank saw fit to have this retreat this morning, because I think that rather than just doing the award, having the retreat and continuing to bring the kids together to make them understand the value of the award and also what they've done, and helping to give them other additional motivation and development is important. So once again, thank you to the bank for that vision, and we look forward to hopefully many years to come in the future where we can continue to be a part of this exercise. So on behalf of the late Ferrel Charles' family. So thank you very much once again.
Thank you, Mr. Charles, to you and your family. Okay. So I'll now call on a very special young lady who will be giving a short testimony. We call it the Scholar's Testimony. She is Marie-Therese St. Clair. She's the daughter of Terry St. Clair. So Marie-Therese will be moving on to Form 5, and she'll be giving a testimony on her journey. Yeah? Marie-Therese?
Management and staff of First National Bank, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, and last but not least, the Ferrel Charles Memorial Scholarship recipients. I bid you a pleasant good afternoon. It is an immense pleasure and privilege to stand before you today as a recipient of this very same scholarship. As someone who once stood in your shoes, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you on achieving this remarkable award. This scholarship is not merely a financial grant. It is an investment into your potential, a recognition of your dedication, and a testament to your hard work. Today, I can assure you that this scholarship is not just about the present moment, but about the incredible journey that lies ahead of you all. Receiving this scholarship has encouraged me to maintain a high academic performance. The minimum average of 70% needed to maintain this sponsorship has always given me something to strive for and made me more disciplined. First National Bank is dedicated to uplift and encourage the young talents of St. Lucia, as shown by their continued support and sponsorship of Julian Alfred, who has achieved the kind of success that we should all aspire to achieve. Though this scholarship is not just a financial grant, it does assist your parents and/or guardians in lightening the burden of school expenses. This is greatly appreciated, as we all know the cost of books, uniforms, supplies, and other necessities is sky high and steadily rising. You are about to embark on a path that will challenge you, inspire you, and shape you into the leaders and change makers of tomorrow. This sponsorship is not a finish line, it is a starting point. It signifies that you have the capacity to make a lasting impact, not only on your own life, but on the lives of countless others who will benefit from your knowledge, your passion, and your contributions. Throughout your secondary school journey, there will be challenges. There will be moments when the weight of expectations feel heavy and when self-doubt may creep in. But remember this: you were chosen because you have already demonstrated your ability to overcome obstacles. You possess the resilience needed to push through difficulties and the determination to persevere. Furthermore, never underestimate the power of gratitude. Reach out to those who have supported you, your family, your mentors, the individuals and institutions, namely First National Bank, that have made this scholarship possible. Remember to give back, not just financially, but by sharing your knowledge and experience with the next generation of students. In conclusion, I'd like to share a quote by Maya Angelou: "When you learn, you teach, and when you get, you give." The Ferrel Charles Memorial Scholarship is not just about receiving, it's about the journey of learning and giving back. Congratulations once again, dear awardees. The road ahead may be challenging, but it will also be incredibly rewarding. With the support of the Ferrel Charles Memorial Scholarship, you are equipped to not only excel academically in this new chapter of your lives, but shape your future into something you can be proud of. As you step into this new chapter of your lives, remember to seize every opportunity, learn with passion, and remember that you have the potential to make a lasting impact on your community, your country, and the world. Thank you for this opportunity to address my new yet fellow awardees. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marie-Therese. All right, I think I need help. Yes. Yeah, that's okay. All right. So thanks for that. So now we'll be moving to the presentation of the awards to our 2023-2024 recipients. So for the academic year 2023, there were a total of 27 applicants, 26 from St. Lucia and 1 from St. Vincent. As you may know or may not know, we also have a branch in St. Vincent. As customary for these deserving students were awarded. In this cohort of scholarship holders, the students performed exceptionally well, just as director would have said, 87% to 95%. They all gained places in top performing secondary schools on the island, all over the island, right? All the scholars worked exceptionally hard and all earned places in schools like St. Joseph's Convent, Vieux-Fort Compre, St. Mary's College. It therefore gives us great pleasure to take this occasion to recognize and award our scholars today for a job well done and for aspiring, achieving, and persevering. So I'll call on Director Alfred to give this award. Yes, you can. This young lady, okay, let me just give you, you could just take a bag, any one of the bags. Yes. Okay. Great. This young lady is Isabella Celis. Isabella is a past student of the Carmen Rennie Memorial School. She performed exceptionally well, attaining a CPA score of 95% and placed 9th on the island. Isabella has been described as a studious and determined worker who embraces individual and teamwork with vigor. She could usually be seen assisting her classmates with school assignments. She successfully passed for the St. Joseph's Convent Secondary School. Everyone, let us welcome, congratulate Isabella Celis. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Okay, she's not there. Okay. But you can leave her there. Miss Lordina Fulcher, she's not here with us today. She wasn't able to make it. But let me recognize her, right? She's a past student of the Babano Primary School. She performed remarkably well as well, attaining a CPA score of 88%. Lordina is described as demonstrating positive work ethics and always strives for high academic performance. She takes part in sporting activities and was a member of her school choir. She successfully passed for the St. Joseph's Convent. So let us recognize Lordina Fulshe. Thank you. Right. I'll now call on Ms. Chanel Epiphan, but before I'll ask Mr. Gordon Charles to make this presentation for me. You could take my bag. Yes. All right. Chanel Epiphan is a past student of the Deriso RC Combined School. She attained a CPA score of 87.2%. She has been described as a dedicated and zealous learner. She has continually demonstrated and that she has capacity and mindset. And I remember you today that you're going to have a good mindset for school and grit to excel. During her academic life at school, her class teacher has described Chanel as possessing attitudes of a strong team player with diligence and perseverance. Chanel successfully passed for the Viewfort Comprehensive Secondary School. Congratulations, Chanel. I'll now call on Mr. Lester Wilson to do this presentation. Anyone? Okay, so the young lady will be awarding today is Tamia Clark. Tamia is a past student of the Dame Paulette Louise Primary School. She ranked 16th on the island in the 2023 CPA exams, attaining a notable C score of 95%. Tamia has been described as extremely determined and dedicated student and strives for excellence, having been awarded for high academic performance in science, maths, and English language at her school. She was a member of her school's dance troupe and swimming club. She successfully passed for St. Joseph's Convent Secondary School, her mother's alma mater. There. Thank you. So today we had a very interesting day, right? Ladies and gents? Yes. We had a very inspirational and motivational speaker, right, who engaged us in activities of, as Director said, the vision board, right? We learned how to do something like speed dating so that we learn something about each other within 30 seconds and then say what it is we remember. We also did some outdoor activities, and then we had an interesting panel discussion made up of a counselor, a student, right, as well as a parent. And that was interesting as well, right? And I could tell you these kids, they had some fun today, and they all did very well, and they were quite engaged, and they shared. And so for that reason, they deserve to be awarded as well. So I'm going to call on Ms. Tia Thomas to provide a package to these students. And I'll call them. So for the Form 5s, or those going into Form 5, I call on Mr. Malik Johnny. Ms. Herschel Edward.
English Simeon.
And Meritorious St. Clair. Okay. Could you just stay for Form 4 for me? For our Form 4 student, we have Ms. Kenya Marie Cooper. All right, thank you. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, Tia. I'll call on Ms. Anicia Alexander to give the awards for our scholars going into Form 3. Yes. Yeah. Ms. Alexa Setage. Anyone? Mhm. Okay. Ms. Ferrel Edward. And Miss Destiny Snack. Okay. I'll call on Mr. Terry Sinclair to give the awards for students going into Form 2. So our Form 2 students, Ms. Kaya Smith. Okay. Ms. Chaya de Tourville. And Mr. Zavi Philogen. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Central. All right. And so this is really the end of our award ceremony today, but to give some closing remarks, I will call on Ms. Anicia Alexander, the head of Regional Sales.
Oops. Okay. A pleasant good afternoon to everybody. Students, I believe every one of you received something like that this morning. Aspire, achieve, persevere, right? And this follows us through life, not only today, not only in your student career, your learning career, but beyond, okay, up to now, when you retire, when you continue to live your life. So these are very important words, and I love them, all right? So allow me to adopt the protocols that have already been established. And as you heard, my name is Anicia Alexander, and I am the head of sales at First National Bank. And I am indeed excited to be here with you this afternoon to share this momentous occasion. This year marks 8 years since First National Bank, the only indigenous bank on island, has been rewarding our students with one-of-a-kind Ferrel V. Charles Scholarship and we are truly proud of this. As our motto says, we are here for you. And today, students, we are showing our commitment in investing in you, our valued students, and your future as well. Because learning is not only getting a scholarship and doing your 2 years at tertiary education or 4 years at secondary school or whatever, but it continues beyond that, okay? This year marks 85 years since First National Bank has been in existence, and you heard that earlier on. The bank started as a penny bank and has now grown to be one of the leading banks on island with assets of over $2 billion. One of our major accomplishments was the acquisition of RBC and RBTT in 2021. So today, I would like to encourage you, our scholarship recipients, to continue to do well and give your best at all times. Don't slacken off. This is not the time to slacken off. I remember when I was going to the convent, I started off as a top student, and my art teacher, Miss McFarlane, you don't know her, she's now retired. I got a grade, I think it was 80-something in art, and she wrote on my report book, "Don't slacken off on this year." Okay, so that taught me a lesson that I had to keep pushing and pushing, and to the end that I used to achieve 100% in art, right? So when the teachers give us a little something like this, it shakes us up, all right? So you were chosen because of your remarkable achievements, and we implore you, students, to stay the course. So on behalf of First National Bank, I would like to thank you, our students, for your remarkable achievements, your parents who gave unconditionally to help see you through this level, your teachers for investing in you, and any other persons who made it possible for your reward today. This would not have been possible without recognizing the collaboration of our board of directors, management and staff of First National Bank, our clients, teachers, parents, and you, our recipients. So I would like to leave you with a famous quote by Sir Derek Walcott: "The future happens, no matter how much we scream." So, good luck to all of you. Keep soaring, and congratulations to all of you. Whether you are the first-time recipient or continuing, congratulations to you and your parents, okay? Thank you.
I'll now call on Mr. Malik Johnny, who will be giving the vote of thanks.
Good day to all. On behalf of my fellow recipients of this scholarship, I would like to say thank you to the Board of Directors of First National Bank, management and staff of First National Bank, teachers, parents, our guest speaker, Ms. Tracy Pilgrim, Counselor Ms. Lee, and the management and staff of the Pastoral Center. Once again, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt thanks to First National Bank for making all this happen. Thank you.
So this is the end of our award ceremony today. Thank you, students, for being good sports, right? For being patient, for enjoying the activities, and it will continue. We will be continually engaging you, and we look forward to seeing you next year. Well, for those going into Form 5, all the best. in A-level and in university. Yeah? So thank you everyone for coming. You can have some snacks with us to be at the back. Let's do a little mingling before we leave. Yes? Thank you.